Hi everyone, I'm happy to announce my next project called 10x. So what is 10x? It lets you manage your on-chain trades. But is it just that? Well, let's figure out, okay? All right. So about 10x. Trading on-chain today is harder than it should be. Now traders jump between wallets, DEXs, charting platforms, portfolio trackers, spreadsheets and messaging apps for push notifications just to understand a single position. And by the time everything comes together, the opportunity is often gone. 10x changes that. 10x is a self custodial on chain trading terminal built to give traders a real edge. It brings your portfolio, market analytics, charts, alerts, and trade execution into one fast, unified workspace. So you can spend less time gathering information and more time making decisions, or sometimes like predictions, even. Every position is analyzed beyond simple profit and loss. So that's where 10x has a thing called Hydra, which runs in the background and does all this seamless job with multiple workers running in parallel. Know your true cost basis, break-even price, net investment, realized and unrealized P&L, ROI, and portfolio performance in real time. Understand where your capital is working, where risk is increasing, and where opportunities are emerging. Markets move quickly, and so should your decisions. That's why 10x is designed with real time analytics, intelligent alerts, multi dex market tracking, and a clean, distraction free interface that keeps the most information within reach. Your assets never leave your wallet since it's self custodial. 10x is self custodial by design, allowing you to maintain full control while benefiting from professional grade trading intelligence. And it's built with, guess what? Rust from the ground up. 10x prioritizes performance, reliability, and low latency updates, making it suitable for traders who demand speed when every second matters. This is only the beginning. My vision is to build the Bloomberg terminal for DeFi, a platform that empowers on-chain traders with institutional grade analytics, seamless execution, and the intelligence needed to consistently make better trading decisions slash predictions. 10x isn't just another portfolio tracker, it's your on-chain trading edge. In this video, I'm going to give you a walkthrough of the software that I built uh, that one can use to manage their on-chain trades. Now, the potential users, what I think are DeFi traders and quant investors. It could be individual, it could be institution, both. The 10x app is powered by its server called Anton. Currently, I'm running locally, and you can host in any preferred cloud or run in your Mac mini. It looks like this. So you can see like there are a bunch of terminals, like 5 terminals at this point, and Anton server runs these. The first one is API server. The second is Hydra, which is mainly to give you better analytics and also do a lot of background tasks. But I'm not going to discuss in this video. That's for some other video. Third is app. So this app is basically the front end app, which you are seeing over here. I mean, like this one. And the fourth one is the Redis DB, which is the database. All the data is stored locally. So it is up to you again where you want to host. And the fifth one is the Caffeinate. So on Mac, you get this option by default, which is to keep your Mac always on, and hence you prevent sleep. Uh, yeah. All right. So the Anton server is actually exposing an app URL, which I'm using it here through browser. All right. So let's dive into the 10x app. So there are actually 5 main components. Number one is registry, second is alerts, third is trades, and fourth is charts, and fifth is analytics. Okay, there are mainly three, I would say, in terms of data, and the remaining two are actually around the existing data set. Okay, so the main three are registry, which is basically about tokens and all. I'm going to talk more about it in a while. Alerts is again like you're setting your price alerts, and third is like the trades, buy, sell, all of those information. Basically, like kind of like accounting if you have done it, if you have stored it manually, like this. Lastly, there's a quick tool which is like I'm going to call it as like an add-on. So this is more like this pie chart. Okay, so if you see here, there are a bunch of information. These are the metrics, and you get a whole information at a glance that which particular token is responsible for causing uh, maximum profit or maximum loss. Okay, so that is the add-on. We will cover one by one, so don't worry. Before proceeding, a big disclaimer. So all data shown in this demonstration is fictional and has been generated solely to simulate realistic on-chain trading scenarios. Actual marketing conditions may result in both profits and losses. Investing in cryptocurrencies and other digital assets involves significant market risk, and this video is intended for educational and demonstration purposes only and should not be considered financial or investment advice. Always conduct your own research and make investment decisions at your own discretion and risk. All right, so coming back, the 10x app auto refreshes the data every 3 seconds from Anton server. So here you are seeing this particular icon, the refresh one. This is playing the role of both reload and the progress, which is every 3 seconds it is happening. So I'm gonna like show you over here. You can check on the network tab that every 3 seconds, like there are a bunch of data sets which has been pulled, and then it is shown here. Okay. All right. So it is pretty much clear that the all data sets, whatever you are seeing here, these are pretty latest. So you don't have to like manually refresh each time. Okay. Now coming to registry. So registry is like this. Yeah. So there are two main tabs. One is you get to view the already existing trades, sorry, tokens, and its corresponding pools. So you can just tap on this expand button, and then you will see that um, there is a pair, and then inside the pair there is one pool currently. You can add as many pools as you have in a pair, and you can see like there's a this is the current price of the token, and you can also like edit the the name and decimals and token address, and then there's this chart URL which I'm going to talk in a bit, and this is this particular like the contract token contract opened in OKLink Explorer. This is basically Blockchain Explorer, the one who already knows like how to like the trading, how to do on-chain trading. They very much know what I'm talking about. The Blockchain Explorer is sort of like a browser for each network, and that's pretty much what is shown here. So each pool, like in traditional world, we have this liquidity pool. If you already know, great. Uh, if you don't know, then that's like so. A liquidity pool is generally created by token creator to let people trade using their using the popular tokens like USDC, USDT, and the network token. Like the currently this whole like 10x is shown the data. This belongs to Binance chain, so BNB network, and uh, all the data points like are present on the BNB chain. And you can see it on BSC Scan Block Explorer or OKLink and similar other explorers. Okay. All right. So you can collapse here, and then you can just see all the tokens at a glance. You can jump scroll to top or bottom. Now, if you want to delete it, then you will find that there is this toast showing, which means that you can't delete it because it already has pairs, so you can't delete it. But if you want to force delete it, it can be done. But I don't want to do it here. Okay. All right. Uh, so you can see like this is the this uh, drop down menu, and here if you want to jump to a particular token, let's say bill, then it is it basically takes you to that particular token. You can just see the token pair. So it is bill with USDT, and it is on Pancake Swap Infinity. So there are a bunch of like DEXs, and you can uh, based on which DEX liquidity pool you're considering or you have added will be shown here. Okay, the fee is 0.0067, and the ID is this one. Where you also have the option to copy. All right. Now, if you want to like add, let's say I go to bill, and then now if I want to add the pool, then yeah. So here you can add the pool, okay, the add token, and then here you can add the. So if you want to add new token, you use the left one. If you want to add a pair pool into an existing token, then you use the right one. So let me just walk you through. In the add token, there are a bunch of this small information, which is like metadata, basically the name, symbol, decimals, and then which token going to create you are going to add your pool with. Okay, so suppose you go for bill, you want to add the token, so with which token you want to add the pool, like, so in this case you have to go for USDT and the token address, and then you have like logo URL. So logo URL you can either like host it onto services like JS Deliver, or there are some other like AWS. You can upload, and you can just use that URL to load the image on 10x. And then DEXTools chart URL, which you're going to get from the DEXTools. I'm going to show that later on. Uh, and these are the DEX types. So currently there are like six DEXs covered: the Pancake, V2, V3, V4, and then Uniswap V3, V2, V3, V4. Okay. For V2, there is a default this value, and similarly for Uniswap V2, we have like 0.3%, which is the default fee. Okay. All right. Now you also have to enter the pool address or Infinity Pool ID, which is the latest one, and then you just add token, and the token is added. Okay. Then we have this add pair pool. So now you have to select the token for which you are going to add the liquidity pool of. Like for example, I want to add like on WBNB. Let's say this time already USDT is there. So I'm going to, let's say, add WBNB, and then Pancake Swap. Let's say I don't know, maybe like I go for V3, and then I have to enter the fee. And then also I have to mention whether you are going to use this as default, because um, you might be remembering the Hydra shown in Anton server. So that Hydra is going to consider that pool as a default pool for considering the latest price. Okay, the latest price this. So what happens is there could be n number of pools for a token. Okay, but in order to consider the which particular like price you want you would want to refer to whenever you're setting price alerts or trade or things like that, you basically have to either set the default set one of those pools, if there are many, as default. Okay, and so I just want to summarize this, that every token pair or every token can have multiple tokens, and each token pair can have multiple pools. But you have to select like which particular token pair with pool you want to consider for its uh, latest price. Okay, so that is why this particular button has been provided, so that if you are setting it as default, then the previous pool will be disabled for default, and then this particular pool, new pool, would be considered as the default. Okay, all right, and then you just add pool, and then you will get to see here this um, another pool shown here. Okay, all right. So that's pretty much all I think in market registry. And next coming up is alerts. So whenever you have, so after you have, after you're done with registry, then you would like to set alerts, right? So next up is alerts. So inside the alerts, we're going to see like how to add, how to edit, how to delete or enable, disable price alerts. Okay. All right. So let me just go to view. Okay. And then here I will so there, the alerts are mainly of two types. Like one is like active and another is disabled. Okay. So if the alert is active, then you would get notification on Telegram. Also, one more thing, like you might be wondering, okay, fine, where am I running a bot? Like, so Telegram, you have to create a bot, okay, which ultimately plays the role of giving you notification, real world notification. Um, and basically you can consider as a push notification, okay, in the product world. And that push notification will be sort of considered for uh, yeah, and then you can consider that for like immediate sell or just getting to know that yes, you that price is reached and it is ready for sell or buy, whatever. Okay, so active and disabled. So you can see like this active and disabled. So inside the active, you have like bunch of filters. Okay, you can just see the buy only alerts. You can also see the sell only alerts. If you clear it, then just the filter gets removed. This particular button, don't misunderstand as some kind of an AI oriented. It is basically analytics. So while creating, I was thinking of like, so there exists an analytics um, component inside the 10x app, and the alerts which are shown over there, those are tagged with this particular memo, okay, which is analytics underscore zero RI, means this is break even. Okay, this particular price point is for break even for this token and 100% quantity. Okay, so this is what it tells. Okay, now if I want to disable it, then I can just confirm it. Okay, and then it basically goes here. Okay, so these all are sorted by last alert set. Okay, so this is how it is sorted. Okay, uh, yeah, and now you can also filter it. Suppose I want to just see the alert for the token bill. Okay, so I don't have any in the active. So disable, there are so many. Now if I go just, yeah, so so this is the yeah, so you can see like in the active I just moved one alert from disable to active, so that is why we are getting to see here. In the buy there is none, in the sell there is one. All right, so that's all. Yeah, so so this is the yeah, so you can see like in the active I just moved one alert from disable to active, so that is why we are getting to see here. In the buy there is none, in the sell there is one. All right, so that's all. Now, yeah, now about like adding alert. So you can add alert. Like bill is chosen as a default token. Now you can change it to whichever token you want. Okay, so you can add the alert for gifts. Let's say I want to add for like one sec, 0.01, and I can just do test. Okay, and then create alert. So now you can see here in the gifts, in the list of alerts, you will find this particular value called, yeah, uh, yeah, one thing, yeah. So, so basically, like you can see here that you have got this alert and it is immediately disabled. Why? Because currently the price might have reached, and that is why it is showing as disabled. Okay. Um, you can see over here. Okay. So nothing bug as such. All right. Because I was thinking that I added and just went to disable. So yeah. All right. So yeah, like now, let me just, yeah, so we are done with alerts. Now next up is trades. Okay. So trades is again a very important thing because next up is trades. So inside the trades, we're going to see how to add trade, okay, and bunch of other features. Okay. So this is sorry, this is one of the crucial moment of I mean feature of 10x. So without trades, of course, there is no meaning of 10x existence or this app. So inside the trades, we have an option to add one trade, or we can upload in bulk, which means like you will replace the existing trades with new trades. Okay. So let me show you the bulk one. So you can see over here, like, there is this option of uploading a CSV, your CSV file with these particular columns. Okay. And these are the columns like date, then token name, then side is like buy or sell. The price is like the token price, and then quantity is this like how much quantity. So for example, you bought like 50 USDT, bought bill worth 50 USDT. So that 50 USDT, 1 USDT might be like 0.999. So accordingly, it will be like 49.99 or 96, whatever. Okay. And then token in quantity means you bought. If you have bought, then it will be like 50 USDT. And then token out would be like whatever. Like let's say you bought some 1.3K bill, okay, 1300 bill tokens. So that would be the value, the 1300 here. And the token in will be USDT and the token out will be bill. And the transaction URL, which is like uh, yeah, we can also like remove the token out here because it doesn't make sense to repeat because the token is going to be add here in token out for buy and for sell, it would be vice versa. So I'm going to do it in the later version. Yeah, I just got reminded. All right. Now the next thing is transaction URL. So transaction URL is again so on blockchain, whenever you do any transactions, you basically end up with transaction URL or transaction hash. So that is the transaction URL you will enter here, and then transaction fee, which is like basically transaction fee has two components again. One is like the value in BNB, and the other one is like in dollar. Okay, I'm going to show all of that in a bit. Okay, and then once you choose your CSV here or you drag and drop, you you can extract the value. Okay. All right. There is also an option of like downloading. Okay. That's a very good way of downloading. You can just, if I just do it over here, um, I'm going to show it. Uh, and then you can just upload it, let's say. Okay. The same trade which I downloaded, I'm basically uploading it. Okay. And you can see like successfully added 229 trades. So this is just I just showed you like you can upload it in this way. Okay. You can back it up like for download. I mean, you can share it with your folks if you want. Okay. Yeah. So now coming back to the trades panel. Okay. Before that, let me also show you like, you know, so, I mean, CSV file maintaining might be a way for some traders who want to just, write, do it manually. So, the platforms where you can trade, like you can go for like either coin market cap, where let's say this is a particular token, you have to basically connect your wallet and then you can get started with trading. Okay. um then you have then you also have like other tools, like you can use the pancake swap like app, and then pancake swap. Yeah, and there you have to, but the problem is that there are few tokens for which it is not there in pancake swap, so you might find difficulty in finding the uh, ideal price for trade. Okay, so that could be that could be a hindrance. Okay, so coin market cap is a good way. Currently, I think they are not charging anything. The fee is 0%, so you can probably use that. Or if you have any better, then please go ahead with that. Okay. Uh, all I'm trying to like show out it here is that the values which you get, like if you're doing it in coin market cap, so I can probably tell you to put this information into CSV file, and then you just have all of the data. You just own your trades. That's the point. um, yeah, and you can basically write down the trades into that particular format, and then you can just from there you can put it. I mean, upload it inside the 10x app, and it will be like stored onto Anton uh, database, Anton server. There inside we have a database, so you can the data will be all stored there. Okay. So you're basically owning all the data, although all the data is again on the blockchain, so it is all public. So nobody's the owner effectively, data owner. I mean, you also own that in that way if you see. But yes, it is good way to like do the accounting and store it on your database so that it is very easy to sort of like play with the analytics, play in terms of analytics as well as do like bunch of analysis. Okay. All right. So next coming up is panel. So panel is like this. So currently there are 229 trades. If I have to go down, um, yeah. If I have to go, yeah. So I can just use this jump scroll like down arrow, which automatically shows when you are scrolling. And this is applicable. This is like shown in all the places wherever there is a scrolling done. It could be a long list because you can see like there are 57 tokens and you can have 1,000 tokens. Okay, so in all those tokens, like it is very difficult to manage. So that is why like this is a good way to jump to the first or last. Now, in each row, you can see like there are, so you can, I mean, it is self-explanatory though, but let me again like walk through. Um, so yeah, so these are like the amounts. So for buy, like spent, let's say WPNB, which is like 0.018. Again, these are the values which are dummy values. Clarify, just again to recall. And then 430.06 is the esports, and the price is this much, and the quantity is this much. Okay, and the transaction fee is this much. Now you can also like sort by transaction fee. Like for example, this is low to high. So this is the lowest transaction fee, which was like 6 days ago. So I bought the person sold Tradu, and the transaction fee was this. Okay, so you have the option to like sort, I mean, view the trades based on like sorting by transaction fee or date. Uh, okay, and there are a bunch of other actions as well. Like for example, if you want to like see the transaction, in a Explorer, then these are the details. If you remember, I was talking about transaction fee in the CSV file. Again, all of those I will show you, maybe in a separate video, where how to exactly trade and all of that. Okay, so that people those who do not know, I mean, they probably can just get an idea. Okay. Then transaction fee, this one, the 0 point, so you can copy the whole information and then 10x does all the extraction. Okay. All right. Now, Yeah, you also have the option of like adding a notification. So what happens is generally when you bought, okay, then you would like to also sell it, right? So if suppose you bought it at this price, so you would, let's say, want to sell it at seven, suppose, I don't know, maybe like three, okay, and you can just create an alert, okay. Uh, so this is how, I mean, it is useful, okay. Now, if you want to edit the trade, you can do that as well. For which if you by mistake, if you had like added in buy or sell, then you can like, uh, yeah, you can basically like change that information. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay. All right. Then if you want to delete it, then you also can do this way. Okay. Yeah. So this was all about trades. Okay. One last thing. You can filter out, let's say I want to filter out the trades for bill token. So now all the trades here are of bill. Okay. Now if I, yeah. Now if I want to see only the sell ones, so this is sell. Okay. So these are all sell trades, and these are all like, if I want to see only the buy, so these are the buy trades. Okay. So this is how you can like navigate or play around in the trades panel. Okay, so I'm gonna reset to all. All right. Okay, next up is charts. So this is around the trades that you have added in your portfolio. Okay, so no extra information will be added while a user wants to view the charts. Charts is basically showing the trades and bunch of other metrics around trades. Okay. So all the token cards you are seeing here are actually like sorted by the latest investment done. Okay, so esports was the last traded token, and that is why it is showing at the top. Okay, before that it was CZ, and prior to that it was SLX, and prior to that it was Mega. Okay, now in the charts it is showing into two types. One is active and the other one is exited. So of course, like you might have exited some of the like tokens. Okay, so you can see like these are the exited token cards. Now it shows all the cards with profit and loss. Okay, so some of the exit you might have like done with profit, some you might have done with loss. Uh, why loss? Because you might think that okay, if I exit at this price, then it would be good for me to like uh, invest at a different coin at a lesser price from where I can get the profit. Okay, and I'll recover the loss basically. Okay, so that is the normal strategy of a trader. Okay, all right. Now you can see like here, if I walk you through, so this is the first tab. By default, it is showing active. Okay, so whenever you reload the page, it will show you the active tab. Okay, and profit and loss both combined. Now you can see like these are the data points. Okay, if you hover, you will get the particular value. Okay, of the particular points. You can also click on it in order to see the exact time and date, okay, and other information like token quantity, how much you bought at that particular dollar worth investment. Uh, and this is the last trade, like 0.02381 was the purchase, and then net investment was 54.12, and then 99.75. Okay, dollar, it is a net worth. An investment is like 54.12. So it's almost double. So it's a good investment, I think. And net balance is 2.27K tokens is what the user holds. Okay, and unrealized P&L. So in the P&L world, there are two types. One is realized and the other one is unrealized. The realized one is like the 55.82 is shown here and 45.7. So realized is like the user already had exited. So it is very much clear over here. You can see like at this point the user had exited, and during that time, uh, the value, the realized P&L total was 55.82 till that point. Okay, so it is completely based on FIFO, which means like first in, first out. So therefore, that it is sorted by trades starting with day 1 to day 10 or whatever, you know, day X. Uh, yeah, so that's pretty much all about, I think, chars. You can also like see the token sheet. So here, the total investment, again, the same metrics has been shown here. Okay, and then total volume. Okay, and you can see the range over here, the low and high. So the lowest bought price and the highest bought price, and similarly for lowest sell price and highest sell price, and these are the data points. You can also see the trades. Okay, again, there are option of like, this filter. You can also like sort by transaction fee, the same as I showed you in the trends panel. Okay, and you have all this option, the same option exactly replicated here. Okay, so good thing is like every time you see the cards and all or token details, you will find a small this pill which shows the latest price. And I think that's a very good way to see what is the current price. Okay, based on your current stat of investment, right? uh, you have the option of like going to exit it. So active, as I showed here, is this so you might notice one thing, the color intensity. So color intensity here, the green is too much, right? And the green and the red is like it is too like red, right? And you can see the color intensity of green is low, and therefore this indicates that the profit is low, and here the profit is very high, so it is like bright, and it is dull. Okay, so that is how it is done, and I think this is a very good way. Always looking at numbers, it is not practically possible, so it's better to like have this idea based on color intensity. All right, now let's exit it. So exit it. These are the again tokens that has been exited. This is colored in a different way, if you notice. Um, and if you just see it in all, then you might identify that which ones are the exited based on either how it looks, or you can see like the total PNL. So the ones which are exited, you will see that the total PNL is shown here, okay, instead of unrealized, because it doesn't make sense. I mean, the person has already exited. So if you tap on it, then you will find the unrealized PNL is zero. I mean, it is nor negative nor positive because the user holds none of these tokens. Okay. All right, and you can also filter. That's a very good thing. In the active tab itself, if you want to see or the filter the tokens with profit, so these are the values. Okay, and then if you want to see the loss token cards, then these are the ones. Okay, all right. So I think that's pretty much all. The next is DEXTools chart. So this is like this is a good way of like I'm able to embed this chart inside the 10x. So it is, I mean, it is practically possible to store all the values by yourself, which I would be doing in case of 10x. But as of now, it's not being done, and there will be a lot of those analytics and prediction things are there in my plan. Um, so this text tools chart shows the chart at a glance, and I think this is a very good way of like you know um, seeing it directly. Okay, without going to another opening a new tab or browser. Okay. All right. So that's a very we I think are done with charts. The last is the analytics. So analytics is again it's a lookalike, but with the difference of like planning your exit. Okay. So normally what happens is that um, this is mainly to plan your exit or get alerts based on ROI based price value for the token. Normally, when you invest at different price points of like for a token, let's say you would like to know the token's price value at which at least you you would break even, okay, or make 5, 10, 20, or x% ROI, because on-chain trading is very dangerous, okay, let me tell you. And so this card is very helpful to set alerts accordingly. Okay, and so you can see like here, if I just disable the do not DND, then if I enable it, so currently you see the price is like this much. Okay, um, yeah, the price is 432295, and you can see it breaks even at 238. Okay, so pardon me for like not, yeah. So the token, the alert is received, okay. Currently time is 8:05 and it is 8:04. So you can see like the current price is like this much. And so this is how, you receive the alert, okay. Yeah, and you can also, again, similarly, you can also set alert if you want. Um, and this is the token details chart, okay. Uh, yeah, and I think so you can just set, you can also delete it if you want. If you want to just delete it, you can delete it. Again, if you want to add it, just add it, okay. So likewise, you can browse through. Again, the filter is very much similar to what we saw in case of charts panel. Okay, these are the cards for profit. So I'm seeing it at a glance instead of like filtering by token. I'm just, again, you can also like go to that particular token like Bill. So you can jump directly into that token like Mega. So these options are also available just like in case of charts and analytics. Okay. The last but not the least, that is add-ons. So add-ons is this particular pie chart. If you just tap on it, okay, you will find this bunch of this information metrics, and this is like distribution of the current metric across either active tokens or all the traded tokens so far. So let me start with buy volume. So buy volume, you can see here that the bill, the total is like 6814.87, and this is like 36 tokens. Now, if I want to hover on this chart, it's showing that bill has been done like $1546 what was bought total. Okay. And but then some of it was also sold. So I mean, yeah, so you can see like here about 1504 was sold. Okay, so likewise you can see like there is different values. Okay, and you can basically like hover accordingly to see these different values. Okay, um, yeah, so now you can also tap on it. Okay, you can either open just on the pie chart, and by default it will take you to the net worth tab, because that is a super important thing, right? That how much the net worth currently. And here you're seeing it in red because there is some unrealized PNL, because still ongoing like PNL loss of 961. Okay, and that is the reason it is showing like 802. So total investment was like till now is 2764 and net worth is 1802. It's still ongoing loss of $961. Okay, so that is why it's red. When it will be green color, that means it's profits. Again, I'm playing with colors rather than values, so as to make it more seamless to use this particular application. uh, yeah, and you can just see these different values, okay, for different metrics. Like net volume is simply buy minus sell. So net volume and net investment are not same, because net investment is different because the net volume contains profit and loss. Okay, so that is the reason it is different. Net investment is like, for example, if I show you here in, let's say, yeah, so you can see like the net investment is this much, 54.12. There is one another dot which is not shown here, so that is why. But yeah, the net investment is 54.2. But if you consider, so net investment is you're summing up, okay, and then you're also considering the exit plan. So here the token balance becomes zero. Okay, so that is why it again starts from beginning. So this point is sort of like the uh, first point after exit. So the total net investment is 54.12. But if you see the net volume, it is going to be different. Okay. So yeah, I think that's all about the 10x app. Um, I think you're gonna love it once I share this whole application. Now coming to the distribution of this product slash software. So I'm open to DMs. I'm currently like working on many of the things, and I'm going to release it very soon, so that people can just use this particular software and then just roll out their investment and see all the metrics in this beautiful way. Um, I'm gonna try to make sure that all the documentation is done and open to DMs. Like if you are open to collaborate, if you're open to work with me, I'm very much open for collaboration as well. After that particular point of open source, I think many people would love to join me for this development. Yeah, and we'll see how to do that, how to collab. But yeah, open to DMs from anyone, individual, organization, financial institution, anyone. Okay. That's pretty much all, I guess, for now, and I will continue in the next video.